Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know. The equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless. As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives.
Gotcha.
Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded. Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
Alright, no objections, guys. No objections whatsoever. We are following the command here of Adam. We're allowed to use our morph ball bombs, but we're not allowed to use power bombs. So, that's fine. You know, really, a lot of people complain about that, saying, hey, what the hell, Samus is a merciless bounty hunter who goes alone solo without the need of any galactic federation. That's why she left in the first place. And yeah, that's true, guys, but if it's not Adam telling you that you can't use power bombs, then it's you going to go out into the overworld and search for power bombs. That's just how it has to be, because it's a more powerful weapon. They're going to reserve that for later in the game, especially when they can make you backtrack. I should have just shot those enemies. Especially when they make you backtrack on different areas with different abilities. Let's clear the enemies out of here so they don't mess up our morph ball good times. And one of our new abilities that we didn't have last time we were in here, or actually, were we even in here? Yes, we were, but we couldn't blast away that. So now we pick up an upgrade, energy tank increase, and we're able to go into the locked room. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get in. See? No door open. Alright, let's activate this terminal and turn on the power. Oh shit, what is this? A bunch of bugs. Take them out fast and then target their nest in first-person mode with your missiles. Once you do that, switch quickly over to the second nest, not one of the bugs themselves, and hit them with 3 more missiles. You gotta do this to clear the power and turn on the terminal. There we go. Now we can get some light back in this facility and open more doors. Explore this mysterious bottle ship. This game's pretty cool with how it shows you its objectives. Whoa! Epic bridge collapse. And enemies. Let's target with... oh, not missiles. They're too close to us. Let's try doing... head blast. Oh, there's still one more over there. Come here. All you have to do is charge your beam and then jump over their head and press down on the D-pad. Sometimes it's a little annoying to get the perspective correct, but for the most part it works. And with a quick wall jump, we also have a missile expansion, so already we're quick on getting upgrades here. Getting missile tanks, energy, all that good stuff. And wall jump to victory. Let's fix the bridge here before we go on, though. Now that we've restored power to the facility somewhat. So this game is, although the most recent Metroid game out for Wii, and overall, really, now that I think of it, you know, I may have the Nintendo 3DS Ambassadors program, but Metroid originally came out in 1986 on the NES. So, even though this is the most recent, it kind of gets into Samus's history. It gets into more of what makes Samus Samus. What's behind the power armor. It's very easy to forget that she's not just a machine. And I sincerely mean that. I don't mean it in any insulting terms. What's that? Oh, did we already get that power up? Huh. No, we didn't get that power up yet.
Samus, go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1. Lyle went ahead to secure a route to a facility of interest. I'll leave you to survey Sector 1.
Yes, but it's very easy to forget that Samus is human sometimes, because most like other top-tier Nintendo characters, she doesn't do much speaking. She really doesn't do much speaking at all. Sometimes her thoughts have been etched out in log entries, and it's been enjoyable to read those and get her thought perspective that way. But this is the first time that Samus has ever been voice acted, and quite substantially too. Okay, there's nothing in that. Oh, but there is something in this one. More of that goo. Thankfully this one isn't spawning any of those bugs. All you gotta do is hop up in here, wall jump, and blast away holding chamber to a missile tank. I'm picking up a lot of these missile tanks early on, a lot of the energy tanks I'm fine, no problem. But this is by no means a 100% run of the game. This is just a game that I've been wanting to LP, and I've been in the mood for Metroid. Especially a classically controlled Metroid. I feel as though I'm going to enjoy this a lot more than maybe my first run of this, because now I know where I'm going, the general idea at least, and that yields for a lot better play experience. And focus on some of the nuances of the game and more the style of it, and maybe perfect some of my first-person shooting without moving. Oh boy. Yep, the door was still red. That's how you know your battles are not yet won. Those enemies are... Whoa! I did not expect you. These enemies are easily taken out with a missile, so long as you can get the lock on fast enough. That's what I'm talking about. The first time I played this game, I was horrible at wielding the first-person mode, but now I'm starting to get a real good grasp on it. Let's head on into Sector 1.
This elevator is bound for Sector 1. A level 3 warning is now in effect in Sector 1. Please avoid traveling alone and remain armed. Stay alert to your surroundings at all times.
Alright, so let's keep on going. Firing like crazy. Save right here. Save points are always good because they show us the next area that we have to go, and they unlock the door. The navigation system here is pretty simple. I think it's an improvement from Metroid Prime's navigation of maps, just because they also indicate when there are hidden items on the map by a blue dot, and it doesn't fully give away where things are. Just gives you a general idea that there's something secretive in the room. And you can see what I'm talking about by looking at the mini-map that's up at the top right hand of the screen when we're out of first-person mode. Remember, 3 shots to kill a nest. And that will indicate if there's any goodies around. Now we can't go onto the sides here. It's a little bit linear in that sense, but we can fire off into the background. Let's just charge shot this bitch. BAM! And you can also get an appreciation for your surroundings when you're looking at the first-person mode. Alright, we do not want to hit bugs. Thank you. The nest is what we're aiming for. But this is really one of the better-looking games on Wii. Quick charge up of our missiles here. This is really a gorgeous-looking Wii game. You know, you can't look at first-person mode the whole time. I almost wish there was a hack or a modification that would allow you to move in first-person mode all the time without having to hold B. But still, I think the first-person controls add a very interesting element to a regular third-person platformer. Alright, I won't first-person up every single scene we go into, but something's not right about this room. Hurrah! What the heck? Chameleon! Oh man, it disappeared. Haha, you can't get away from me. Come on, do an overshot. There we go. Ah, there's still another one in here. He's playing the invisible game right now. I will just fire everywhere until I hit you. No, I don't think that tactic works, actually. You have to fire with your missiles. Fire my missiles! Oh, shit. Whoa, that was close. Let's do a better overshot that time. Bam! Destroyed. Alright, to take out that second one, a lot of people make the mistake of just firing everywhere, trying to hit the invisible target. But you really have to go into first-person mode. Oh boy, I didn't think any enemies would spawn from that. You really have to go into first-person mode if you're to properly take out everything. What, there was a nest back there too?